If you don't know already, my favorite team in the whole world is the San Francisco 49ers. If you know anything about the 49ers, it's that they get literally toenail raped by injuries almost every goddamn year. We have 9 starters out currently. We have Brock Purdy out. We have Nick Bosa out. We have our whole wide receiver 1 through 3 out, my nigga. We got George Kittle out. We got Malik Mustafa out. We had Michael Williams out. We had D. Winters go out. All these guys I'm naming are starters. And the fact that Mac Jones came in with a mid-ass team with no one around him and performed well for his 3rd game of the season going 3-0, that's impressive. Maybe we should have drafted him instead of Trey Lance.
The niggas I would slime out to draft Mac Jones instead of Trey Lance, bro. I'd slime out my firstborn if that means we drafted Mac Jones instead of Trey Lance.
Okay, this is a little bit of a tangent, but the thing about that 2021 draft was Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, and Justin Fields. It's literally, would you rather get tortured, would you rather get murdered, or would you rather get raped? That was basically what you were picking between in that quarterback class. Even Trevor Lawrence isn't panning out well. But anywho, let's get to the point. Is there a quarterback controversy for my favorite team, the San Francisco 49ers? And I'm here to tell you, kinda. Because if you don't know, the Niners just gave Brock Purdy $265 million with $100 million guaranteed. And if you don't know, Brock Purdy hasn't played too well this year. He should be probably 0-2, but he's 1-1. He has 4 touchdowns to 4 interceptions and 1 fumble. He has 5 turnovers in only 2 games. But besides the first game against the Seattle Seahawks where he had 2 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, he was injured his 2nd game, and that's the only 49ers loss, which they lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars last weekend. But if you genuinely just look how Brock Purdy has played and compare it to how Mac fat-ass Jones has played, why is it night and day? For some reason, only God really knows. We keep getting 1 season of a great quarterback, we decide to make him a franchise guy, and then they get injured, and then their backup starts outperforming him. Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, Joe Montana, Steve Young, and now Brock Purdy and Mac Jones. Why can't we just get a consistent starter at the quarterback position? It makes no sense. But anywho, after Mac Jones just won his 3rd game of the year going 3-0, in these 3 games, he has 6 passing touchdowns to 1 interception and averages a 99 passer rating. He put 3 touchdowns on New Orleans. My bad, Nolans. He put 1 touchdown, 1 interception against Arizona in a win. Oh, a team with a winning record, by the way. And then he beat the heavily favored LA Rams with a bunch of backup, with a bunch of scrubs, with the Special Olympic team, my nigga. Any way you want to phrase it, he just went into LA and beat the heavily favored LA Rams that have a damn good team. Offense, defense, they have talent everywhere, and lit up their defense for 342, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 100.9 passer rating. This does not make sense. Even last year when Mac Jones had spurts of looking good on the Jacksonville Jaguars, he still only threw 8 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, bro. The year before that on New England, he threw 10 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. The year before that, 14 to 11. And the only good year was his rookie year where he had 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And by the way, his passer rating is 7 points higher than it's ever been in his entire career. This makes no sense. Kyle Shanahan, what wizardry are you on? You can choke all these leads, but you keep making bum-ass quarterbacks just look like they're all pros consistently. And I don't even think Brock Purdy's a bum quarterback. I think he's pretty good. I'm on the Brock Purdy train for now. But if you've watched as a 49ers fan or as a football fan how Brock Purdy has played and how Mac Jones has played this year, you got to have a little bit of doubt in the back of your head. That's all I'm trying to say. And honestly, I hope Brock Purdy takes away all the doubt I have because truthfully, he's my 2nd favorite quarterback in the league. He's one of my favorite players in the league. And I hope he gets back healthy and starts lighting up defenses like we've seen Brock Purdy do. For instance, last year, I believe was his floor, and he threw 20 touchdowns to 12 interceptions still. Then his 2nd year, his best year of his career, almost winning MVP. Maybe should have won MVP too. He had an average of 113 passer rating, 4,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, and went to the Super Bowl. In his rookie year, he went 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and went to the NFC Championship before tragically getting his arm blown out by a bitch-ass Nick. Not to mention he has a career 24-14 quarterback record, and he's never passed under 65% completion percentage in his career. He's mildly efficient, puts up good numbers when he's in. But if I were to be honest with the 49ers, and if I was to be honest with my fellow 49ers fans, keep the faith in Brock Purdy. We just paid this dude $265 million a year, one of them top paid quarterbacks in the league. We can't just give up on this nigga, because if we do, nobody's taking him on a trade, bro. We gonna be stuck in a Bradley Beal type situation. It's essentially asking other teams to pay $50 million for a used pocket put. My point is, it'll be hard to get rid of this nigga if we don't go with him. We can't jump the horse this fast. Because do you guys remember in like 2018, on a random random November game when Nick Mullins absolutely lighted up the Oakland Raiders. He was replacing an injured Jimmy Garoppolo. While yes, Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't anything special, yes, Jimmy Garoppolo did have his flaws, he's a lot better of a quarterback than Nick Mullins. And in this game, Nick Mullins went 16 for 22, had a 72% completion percentage, 262 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and about a perfect QBR. He would have 2 more good games that season, throwing 2 touchdowns, 1 interception in both of them. Then he fell back to fucking earth. In those 3 games I just mentioned, he threw 7 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. For the rest of the year, besides those 3 games, he threw 3 touchdowns to 8 interceptions on a quarterback rating that was in the fucking 60s, bro. All I'm saying is don't completely believe the hype, especially if Brock Purdy has set a higher precedent for the 49ers and the best precedent at the quarterback position for the 49ers we've seen really since like Jeff Garcia or Steve Young. Take Mac Jones' run with a little bit of a grain of salt, which I love Mac Jones, by the way, but all I'm trying to say is he could fall back to earth any day now, but he's in Kyle Shanahan's system, so he might be great. He could have a few pretty bad games and we'll be thinking, oh, Brock Purdy's going to come back anytime now. But that's the end of this rant. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Oz Sports. A little bit of a short video today, but peace.